Sanibonani dumelang option hello. Gama ko uthokozani lisekhanya. Ngingumakhenikha Mkhulu Makhenikha womsamo. Ngihlelo noMkhulu Sseida, igeza lama-screw, igeza lamakhosi. And welcome to Kemi TV. Mkhulu.
Hosana. Ngiyanibingelela nina nonke ngothando lukaMveli Mncane. Yeah man, hayi ngihleli noMkhulu Makhenikha. Mkhulu Sseida lo igedla lama-screw. Angiyisola hayi inyanga yamakhosi. We welcoming you to another episode. We appreciate all the support and all the subscribers that have followed us, man. Welcome to the channel and I hope you enjoy this episode.
Ngiyabonga Mkhulu Sseida, igeza lama-screw. Nami ngifisa ukunibonga nina mabukeli. Enisesekayo siyabonga kakhulu ukuthi niyakhomenta, niyalike, niyashare. Sicela ukuthi ningesabi ukubuza imibuzo yenu kuma-comment. Sizozama ukuniphawula noma nisithinte ku-business number ye-WhatsApp. Namhlanje wena nyanga yama-screw ngifuna ukuthi sikhulume ngesinye isihloko. This one is deep, but I wanted us to talk about be careful who you cheat on, be careful who you cheat with. And this is not on some sermon of thou shalt not fornicate. No, this is Kemi TV. Here we speak about Kemi. Here we speak about spiritual consciousness, spiritual knowledge. And given the cases that I have encountered, given the occurrences of the modern day world, with the lens of Kemi, we had to do this video to, I don't want to say warn, but for you to take note of certain things. Be careful who you cheat on. Be careful who you cheat on with. And I will lay out a few scenarios before giving Mkhulu Sseida an opportunity to also share or give some input into the topic. But okay, I'll give you an example. Say now, for example, Umjita. No, I'm gonna say it as it happened. So there was a woman who was hurt by a gent. So then he decided, yeah, ngizombonisa. Magati ngizombonisa. What she did was she got herself pregnant by this guy, and then as time went on, wahamba waya indumbeni umthakathi. Umthakathi wamupha into ayiphuza. Makayiphuza, it resulted in, I don't want to use the English word for the algorithm's sake, but it resulted in the I
don't want to say the English word.
I also don't want to say the English word, but
we can bleep it out.
Wow, answer king.
Yeah.
Basically what keep isiso, but not because bekafuna ukhipha isiso, bekafuna ukuthakatha. Bakakhipha isiso kanjalo, umthakathi wathakatha umntwana, ufile wamthakatha. And then this guy ended up ayiphara, alala phansi kwama-bridge. And what this lady did, she's proud of herself. And uthi, yeah, I dealt with him. That's case number one. Guy thought he was a beast. I don't know the details, but guy thought he was a king and cheated on the wrong person. And the thing is, that curse can only be broken by one of the two because the child has only those two DNAs. And Umchita is Utaratiwe, so he can't undo the curse. And this person, the lady's not going to undo the curse either. Because you see, that's story number one. Story number two, Gent was in a marriage and he felt he wasn't being respected as a man. Wangenwa ikhehla lakhe lathi, no, thina ngeke simele lento, baningi abafazi. Wenzani? Wahamba wayozithokozisa nomuntu wesimame ngaphandle. Kanti uchita nomuntu wrong. Why ngisho kanjalo yena wathi, no, mina ngeke angiyuse. You're not going to use me like that and then go back to your wife. So what did she do? Wathakatha babathumela nge-accident. Umndeni wathola i-accident and the two kids died. So these two innocent children died because their father decided he's gonna cheat. You see, that's case number two. Case number 3. Umjida uyasebenza, very loyal to his wife. Very loyal to his wife, uyasebenza. But somebody at work was jealous to say, I wish I had a man who was as loyal to his wife as this man is. And you know Angeke I want something like this. Uzothi, I want this.
Yeah, yeah.
So what did she do? Maspanisi came on some weekend getaway business trip at work. This man got into his car and he never came back home. Mabalandela isitori sakhe bathola ukuthi bamthwebulile ungumkhovu. I don't even know for what end, what purpose. But I guess what I'm trying to paint to you guys, Nina, balandeli beKemi TV, ukuthi be careful who you cheat on. Be careful who you cheat with. Get that masker.
Yeah. Mkhulu Makhenikha kuyajula man. Hlezi kubuhlungu uma ubona umuntu athatha isinyathelo esijulile. Into eshaqisayo, you cheat. Logically, consciously, somebody could have been like, I'm worth more than this, I'm out. But like you're saying, be careful who you cheat on or who you cheat with. Abantu ingqondo asebenzi. A lot of people out there don't assume ukuthi if you have a logical or a high emotional quotient and you're able to reason, that the next girl or guy is gonna be able to reason. These are just 3 examples of many examples. Ikhemi bakwethu liyasebenza. Ningadidwa abantu abakhuluma into abangayazi. Umuthi uyasebenza.
That's a topic on its own.
Umuthi uyasebenza.
But Kemi works, we have to tell them.
Nakanjani, especially once kwasetshenziswa igazi, wazi ukuthi if kusetshenziswa igazi or insila yomuntu yalinyalwa lapho. Khehla kuyajula. My feedback or what I would say to people out there is, vengeance vengeance is sweet at that moment. Vengeance is always sweet at that moment. Kodwa ukhumbule ukuthi wena wabamba umuthi uthi ushaya umuntu, ayabuya sisi, iyabuya bhuti. One way or another uzoyithola intanga yakho nawe izokufaka ngaphansi komhlaba. So what we need people to understand is, namhlanje sikhuluma ngomuthi only. We're talking about what this channel is about, bringing people into consciousness. When you take specific actions, if you decide ukuthi lona akekho mnandi, usumshadile, mshade wazi ukuthi akekho mnandi. So uthatha wena isinyathelo sokuthi angisaboni ngathi usibongile umnandi, mina engathi sengizo amana boom with Jessica just for on the side. Be conscious of who Jessica is. Be conscious of who Sibongile is. Be conscious of who you are. Ngoba sometimes awushaywa nokushaywa ngomuthi yilabo bantu. Ushaya idlozi lakho.
Yeah.
Ushaya idlozi lakho. Baningabi, I'm sure you've heard the stories.
Sure.
Without ukusikhipha abantu abathi yazini. Ukhumbule ukuthi maseshadile noma sijola at times, mara kakhulu masishadile amadlozi ayaxhumana ngoba afuna ukwazi ukuthi ubani lo that our DNA is exchanging with. So when uzohamba uyochitela umuntu,
even we have to tell them, even umjolo, guys, dating is very spiritual.
It is
very spiritual.
It is,
When you share orgasms with someone, that is how. It's not even about condom or not. It's the fact that you shared and remember when an orgasm happens, that's when Kundalini rises for that brief moment, and you are enlightened for that brief moment. And the fact that you share this thing, that is how soul ties happen. It's not about whether you had a condom or not. So yes, we understand Uguti, there's the formal process of amahlabiso nokushada, and for it to be recognized edlozini, solidified, cemented. But even dating is very spiritual. So I just wanted to tell ukuthi wena bostela ukuthi wena uyashaya undlule kanti no amadlozi wakho namadlozi akhe they like each other. Now you don't know why you always think about this person. Now yangikhafula kakhafulanga no.
Usuyabuyela ngoba idlozi lakho liyabona ukuthi yabona sayidedela le ndoda yaloku ihamba le ndlela. Either izogcina ibulawa or ithakathwa. Or yona igcina izigulela nje. So siyayithanda le ntombazana or siyamthanda lo mfana. Let's try and conjoin them by force. Wena ke usungayinqamula leyo nto ngenkani ubonisa idlozi ukuthi angilawulwa mina idlozi lithi okay. Asike simnikeze usathane kancane. Usathane ake ambonisa umhlaba. Yajula ke. Yajula ke. Ujuliswa yini?
Uzobona umhlaba.
Uzobona umhlaba.
Uzohlangana noThembi akubonisa ukuthi mina angidlalelwa mina ngeke ushaye kaya wami usucabanga ukuthi wena uyiboss. Nokubonisa.
And this goes both ways.
You get me though?
Yeah. This goes both ways.
Sure.
And it sounds like we talk about gents a lot.
Yeah.
This goes both ways. Even you girls. Umuntu akuthathe akugane akunikeze yonke into. And same case, uthole ukuthi usuyabhoreka emshadweni or you married this guy because he's just how can I put it? It's secure to be with him. But you didn't really love him. When uhlangane noJack or uhlangane noThemba lapha ngaphandle, uThemba uvusela umlilo ojulile, umlilo obumnandi ongakazi ubuzwe for the past couple of years. Uthi usajika kuJack, ugogo kamyeni wakho athi mina ngifuna ukukubonisa magoda ukuthi ihamba kanjani le. Angeke umfana wamakuthathe akunike isibongo sethu sigane sikulethe la ekhaya bese uzoyenza into oyifunayo. Akushaye ugogo. Akushaye uthi usangena emotweni uya ku holiday utshela ihusband yakho ukuthi business trip idinga imoto ube paralyzed.
So the point you're raising is, I don't know if I heard you right, you'll forgive me, but I think I want to raise this as a point if you haven't already, to say that it's not always that mauganga. And Mkhulu will explain why I keep doing this. It's not always that when you cheat on or cheat with someone that the aggrieved party is going to uzokushaya ngekhini. It's not even the aggrieved party. Sometimes it's amadlozi self ukuthi khona elinye idlozi elingafuni ngomntana wakhe ukuthi wena ngeke ujolele umntwana wami ngizokushaya ngizokubonisa. Amadlozi amanye athi hayi sizomkhuza will only save you for I don't know how many years, but eventually uzoshawa idlozi, not even Kemi by umuntu ophilayo.
And umkhubo omubi uyawujwayela ke.
Yeah.
So you cheat and break up with that person, all the while your wife or husband doesn't know. Ucabanga ukuthi idlozi likuyekile or ithongo likuyekile. Ithongo lispote ukuthi yabona lo yakuye manje umthakatho ozilimaza umntana. Angeke ngivume. Kampani siginqe ngemoto. Idlozi liginqe ngemoto ube paralyzed. Wena kuthiwe ubuya e-business tripini le-Pretoria utholakala e-Durban umqondo uphukile ubufunani e-Durban. Bakwethu, let's come into consciousness, man. Because the repercussions of certain things, especially ukulingwa izinto zenyama. You know, and ukhumbule, when we're talking about cheating here, we're not talking about flirting. Here we're talking about cheat. Ukuthi ulala nalo uphume uyolala nalo. Obviously, we'll have to include flirting to a certain degree because inyathelo leading up to that. But now we're strictly talking about cheating as in having a full-blown relationship outside of your relationship. You are exchanging energies, bringing energies into a union that amadlozi are watching carefully. Okay, let's see where this is going. Siyavuma ukuthi sikhulule inhlanhla zomntana ethu ukuthi sihlangane nenhlanhla yalo muntu. Unjani lo muntu lo? Uzosidalela inkinga noma ngeke asidalela inkinga. People need to be very careful, bro. We have entered a time in existence where there is a rapture happening between the sleeping and the awake. Kusobala manje.
Sure.
Kusobala manje. The knowledge is so abundant. There's so many teachers. There's so many sources. Nobody can say begangazi mazimdume.
Yeah. I want to figure la into man. You know, people like us, we have to juggle so many contrasting spirits. Igedla, ingelosi, amadlozi asentabeni, When pasemanzini, blah blah blah, whatever the makeup may be. But the thing that triggered me to want to shoot this video is one energy. But as I'm sitting here, I figure like any into that we didn't even talk about or plan, but kwamele sibatshele singamagedla mkhulu.
Siyajula. Siyajula. Siyajula.
Singamagedla mkhulu.
Hayi kuyajula.
Ngizofika kuwe, I'm a general member of the public, ngiyafika kuwe ngithi mkhulu mina ngiyazazi ukuthi njani, angilamleki mina mkhulu, angilamleki, angibambeki mkhulu.
Not that it hasn't happened.
Maye mkhulu, ungipha ini ukuthi ngiziqinise noma umuntu masakathathe kakhulu athi ufuna ukungibopha kungayenzeki, noma makathi yangigala ngoba mina angibambeki mkhulu, ungisiza kanjani? Siza kanjani Khehla?
You know what, that's a good question. Ayazi umbuzo olungile lo Makhenikha. Why am I saying that question is excellent? Why am I saying that question is excellent? As I'm saying, it's not something that hasn't happened. Abantu bake bafika, but people become very open, especially when it's true. They'll just spill their hearts out to you.
That's true.
So your first mission and your first position as umprofeti, as umthandazi, as a healer in general, is hayi ukulapha ngamakhambi or ngamanzi njalo. Also ukulapha through counseling. So ngikubuze, I've had a guy who came to me and he said hayi ukuthi futhi uyowayikhipha indaba. He wanted to know ukuthi kwenzakalani elifini yami, kuhlangahlangene. Manje ngithi ngilahla amathambo ugogo wakhe waphakama washo ukuthi dude uthanda amantombazane lo. Boom, ngaze ngamtshela ngathi, is this the case my guy? And he laughed and he said, yeah mkhulu kunjalo. And then wadalula and he started telling me ukuthi no kusona so. So we need to take a stance of counseling people ukuthi okay uthulawula umoya wokuphinga, umoya wobufebe. What's the cause my guy? What's the struggle? Or nje uzithandela amacheri, or is there some shadow work you need to do?
Beautiful. I love where you're going.
Yeah, is there something perhaps in you that's missing?
Oh my God.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Is there something that we need to before ngicaba? Because ukhumbule ukuthi mangicaba ngicabela ukuthi mabakuzama kuzameke bona. And there's only so much chemistry and normal. We're not normal people. So sifake isiphuzo imithi, siphekwe. But a normal person, umzimba wabo nomoya wabo uyacikeka. They can only bear so much imimoya and chemistry. So before sithatha isinyathelo sokuthi okay ufuna ukuthi sikuvikele njengoba ucindezela iboni, singakuyenzela leyo. Matter of fact singakunika nomuthi ukuthi sibadonse uzobaceda bonke. But awukusitshele Khehla, what is the problem? If umuntu nje ke uyacikelela ukuthi hey man, I don't give a damn bro, angina issue nama-cherabaya and ngizwe into ku TikTok engithusile, ngizocaba ke. Ngizocaba kodwa wazi ukuthi bakwethu, I must just say this, we back Kemi, but Kemi only goes so far. There is always the next smart mthakathi.
Yes. There is always umthakathi always has a new trick.
It's not guaranteed ukuthi mangicabile lento iyovikela nganophakathi.
Yes, where I was going was even if ungangicaba a clean job Khehla, umthakathi always has a new trick up their sleeve. And where I wanted to go with not even answering, but adding to your point, okay, noma ungaziqinisa so you can keep going around uganga quote unquote. You might not get hurt, but there might be collateral damage in what you're doing. You don't catch the bullets, but your children, your mother, your immediate friends, etc., they catch some heat because you cheated on the wrong person.
Exactly.
And even if we just minus Kemi from this chat, just normal things, you can't keep going around screwing people over and expect ukuthi iy'nhlanhla zakho zime kahle.
Because
you or accumulating.
Okay.
In a sense, you're accumulating karmic debt.
Mm.
Your essence now has tears of other human beings. I don't know if you get what I'm saying.
No, I hear you.
And that
Definitely.
on its own, we haven't spoken about, well, we have spoken about Kimi, but even if you minus Kimi, that on its own, yeah, vala to a certain
Yeah.